What did yesterday's market action say to you?
Well, it's funny because I definitely agree with Jim. We could see and probably will see another swoon. We're obviously already seeing it in the futures right now in overnight trading. But see one more decline and really wash things out more significantly and hopefully get a kind of a year-end rally that we always seem to get in mid-election years, midterm election years. And the one thing that makes me see this considerable is the we're already seeing a big washout move in some of the groups that have really been sold off big time this year. The housing stocks, the bank stocks, those really saw big volume turnarounds yesterday, and that could be kind of signaling that we're getting some capitulation in these sold out groups, and that means that we think we could just get some capitulation or a washout move in the rest of the market sometime very soon.
But is it telling, though, that we're not seeing a market or a futures market that has turned around, that we're down right now 150? On Dow futures, we're not getting it. At least it looks like right now that follow through, Matt.
No, and that is a concern. So I think we could see it even dip below yesterday's lows before we see that final ultimate bottom. The thing is, right now, is that throughout the year we've faced a lot of headwinds. But the one thing that we've been able to push us through these headwinds, or sail us through these headwinds, has been good earnings, been fabulous earnings. Now we're obviously seeing signs in the last couple of weeks, and especially yesterday with Cat Tractor and 3M, is that earnings going forward may not be as good. And therefore, obviously we have higher interest rates. That's the big concern. We also have trade tensions with China. And then in Europe, everybody's concerned about the European banks because of what's going on in Italy. So when we don't have these earnings to really help us push through, we need to wash out things, I think, one more time to kind of get a reset at lower levels before we can stabilize.
Okay, usually it's I don't want to be overly jingoistic, Matt, but usually the United States market sort of leads the world. We move and then Europe and Asia follow us. I'm looking at what's happening in Asia right now, and I'm wondering, in some ways, is the Chinese market now leading us?
Well, I mean, yes, to a degree. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because the one thing is that usually there's a leadership move, but they kind of move together. And the same thing, I do know you notice what you mentioned, China, but also the German market has been something that's led the world over the years. And we see that thing's rolled over. I mean, not only did it move below its 2018 lows, but it's below its 2017 lows as well. So that's a concern. But the thing is, there's been such a wide gap between the U.S. and everybody else that the fact that we're starting to play catch up or catch down with them isn't a big surprise because we don't have that synchronized global growth that we saw, at the beginning of the year.